Hello, BPC110 students. I just wanted to provide you with a short video to help you with this week's assignments. So if you click on the week 4 announcement, it'll take you to this announcement. And basically what we're doing this week is we're going to continue to work on learning how to use Microsoft Word. And this time we're going to be on chapter 4, using tables, columns, and graphics. So there's a link to the module for this week. If you click on that link, it'll take you directly to the module for this week, which basically shows the readings, which is the chapter 4 Word, chapter 4 in your textbook. And then it has the post test and the guided project. So if we start with the post test, if I just click on that, or I'm going to open it up in a new link. And when you open it up, it'll take you to a page that looks like I've got an intermediate step here because I'm an instructor, but it'll take you directly to this page. And I'm going to reset this assignment so it'll look like what you're going to see when you go there. So you'll get these 3 steps for the post-test. Well, it's the post-test assignment, which is really another word that's used quite often is the sim path. See this icon in the upper left-hand corner? That's the sim path icon. So the sim path is just another term for this module that has the pretest, the lesson, and the post-test. The only thing that you're graded on is the post-test. But these first 2 things are to assist you in preparing for the post-test. But what I recommend to my students is to skip over the pretest, because you should just assume, this is basically like assuming that, okay, I don't know anything about this chapter in Word, so I'm going to skip over it. And then you can take the lesson. So once you click on this Take Lesson button, it'll take you to something that looks very similar to the textbook. The content is going to be the same as if you went to the textbook. So you might as well go directly to the sim path or that post-test assignment and click on that Take Lesson. Okay, and then you're going to want to go through each one of these sections. So the first one here is creating a table, and it shows you what a table is basically, and then shows you how to create a simple table. Click the Insert tab in the Tables group, click the Table button, and so forth. And then it shows you how to do it. But it also has these Show Me, Guide Me, Let Me Try buttons. So if I want to, I can click on this Show Me button, and it'll show me a video, short video, that explains how to create a table. So I can play that. And then when I'm ready, I can either click on the Guide Me, and if click on the Guide Me, it's going to tell you step by step what to do. So like in this case, click on the Insert tab. So click on the Insert tab, and then it says Correct. Click Next. Click on the Table button. Click on the Table button. Next. And this is going to be similar to what you're going to see in the post-test, but it won't get these green tiles, of course. And then it says the animation shows, okay, so we can just continue that. And then it asks you to go ahead and insert a table that has 2 columns and 5 rows. So we're going to click on the Insert Table, 2 columns. So drag it across till we get 2 columns and 5 rows. And then we can click Continue. And now we're on to the second skill, skill 2 of 22, which is working with tables. Then you can click the play button, and it'll show you how to do it. You do the Guide Me. You can also just click on the Let Me Try. So select the second row. So I'm assuming you've watched the video, the Show Me video, and then you'll know how to do this, how to select the second row in the table. So to do that, the first row is that service table or service row, then Mango Facial is the second one. So to select the second row, you move to the left there in that white margin till it becomes a white arrow there, and then you click, and that'll select the row in the table. And then we can click Next. And now it says select the first column. So that's similar. You're going to click in the white area above the first column there until that black arrow appears, and then click on it. And that selects the first column. You can see it selected the first column there. And then click Next, and it says select the table. So these are step 3 of 4 for skill 2. So there's this button here If we had watched that show me, it would show us this. You can click on that and that'll select the entire table. See that button that has like a quad arrow in it, and then click next. And then it says enter the basic. So this is the step 4 of skill 2 of 22. And I'm going to put the basic. So it's already there. I can type it in. Or over here, I can click on that and it'll insert, type it in. And then I can press tab and that completes that one. Now when I click on continue, it goes on to skill 3 of 22. Now remember, I'm still in the lesson. I'm not getting graded on this. I'm learning and I'm learning the skills that I need to successfully complete the post-test. So then once you're done with the lesson, you get through all 22 steps, or you just like decide you don't want to do that anymore, you can go back here and exit this book and click exit, and it'll take you back here. And then you can skip the lesson, or if you finish the lesson, it'll already just say take lesson. Then you can click the take post test. This is the only thing you're graded on, remember? And if you went through and did all the lesson and you did that show me, let me try kind of thing, you should be familiar with the skills that are needed to complete the post test. So like for instance, insert a table that has 4 columns and 4 rows. So we know we need to click on the insert tab, click on the table button, 4 columns and 4 rows, and see up at the top where it says 4 by 4 table, then we know we're good. We can click that and it says we answered it correctly. Okay. And then you can click on continue. And that says to select the table. So remember, when we went through, it was this button here. We click on that, it'll select the table. Now we answered that question correctly. Click continue. And we're going through, and if we want to know where we're at, you can click on this toggle question list, and it'll show you we've completed 2 questions correctly. We're on question 3 now. So we can select that and then click on the load question button here in the bottom right-hand corner. And that's to select the second row in the table. So remember, to select it, we move over to the left-hand side so it becomes a white arrow, right to the left of the second row, and click on that. And we answer that correctly. Now we're on to the next question. Select the first column in the table. Okay, so remember we move up to the white space right above the column, where it becomes the black arrow pointing to the column that we want. And we can click on that and select it. And then insert a new row before the first row in the table. So first row is that one that says Smallville. So position your cursor to the left there so you get that plus sign, click the plus, and that'll insert a row in the table. That's the nice thing about working with tables in Word. You can easily, and now this time we're going to insert a column between the first and second columns. Same kind of thing. Position the cursor so it's right on that margin there, and then click when the plus sign appears, click plus, and it inserts a blank column in our table. Very simple. And then it says to merge the 3 selected cells back into a single cell. So we can go up here to the layout tab. Again, if we'd gone through and done all of the things in the lesson, we would know that we just click on the layout tab here and then click on the merge cells button, and that'll complete that successfully. So you just continue going through the post test and doing all of those. Let's say we get one wrong. So it says split the current cell of the table into 3 columns and 1 row. Okay, so the current cell of the table, so which is the current cell? Guess it's already got selected. See, it's got that, it's got the cursor in the bottom right-hand corner of the table. It says split the current cell, so we click on the layout tab here, and we can click on the cells, but we don't, let's say we just leave that 2 and 1, click OK. Now we got it wrong. So when you get it wrong, it'll give you this hint. It says click the table layout tab in the merge group, click the split cells button, which we did, but we didn't type the 3 in the number of columns box. So we can click continue. But once we click continue, it moves on to the next question. So we have to use this back button, go to the previous question. And then now we're back to that question. We can click on the layout, click on the split cells, not split table, and make this a 3 now. So it'll be 3 columns on that row. And it splits that cell now into 3 separate blocks, okay, for lack of a better word. Okay, so then you just keep going through it until you get all 20 of these right. You get 20 attempts on each one, and you get those hints along the way. So it should be pretty easy to get 100%. So let's say we're on to this next one, question 9. I'm going to load that question. But now we need to stop because we've got to run to the store for our mom or whatever. Click on the pause button and then click the pause exam. And now we can come back to this later and finish it and submit it. Once you get to the end, if you go back to take post-test, you'll have to agree to the integrity policy again, then start the exam. But notice now when we click on the toggle list, all of those questions that we answered previously correctly are correct. So then we'd go on to the next one and load that question. And when you're done, you would click on the submit button and then submit exam. And now in my case, I'm not going to get the grade that I want because I didn't complete all of them. Okay, so but that's how you do it. And so now I'm going to go back here. Yeah, now it's starting all over because I submitted it. Okay, so now we go back to the course modules and back to the course modules here. We also have this guided project. So one thing I wanted to point out here is we have a link here in the resources section of the module to a YouTube video that demonstrates step by step how to complete that guided project successfully. So we should be able to easily get a good grade on the post-test because of what I just showed you, but also a good grade on the project because right here is a video that demonstrates how to do that. Okay, so hopefully it helps you out, and I want you guys to be successful. If you still have questions or issues and you need help, one-on-one help, you can go here to the instructor button, and you can either email me or you can text me. If you want to have a one-on-one WebEx call where I can walk you through step by step how to do things, you can text me at this phone number and I'll get back to you and set up the WebEx call with you. Okay, hopefully that helps, guys. I want you to be successful. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you need help. Okay, that's what I'm here for. That's what I get paid for. I want you to be successful. I want it to be as unstressful as possible for you to do well and succeed in the course. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned.